Hey, BBFeenix here. Day one of homeschooling in the UK. What I have decided that it is now teacher training and inset day, because quite frankly that was the most frustrating start to my day in a while. We have, after 2 hours, managed to work that one out, so good for that. So if anyone else like me is just needing some time out and peace out for the moment, mindfulness, having some of the birds in the background, but let's reset by doing a little bit of breathing and to find our focus. So everyone together. 1, 2, 3, and 1 for luck. Just to let you know we need this luck right now. Out. So before I begin talking about what it is that I want to talk about, I am going to say what I am grateful for. I am grateful for the fact that we didn't have a meltdown this morning. We took all the stresses and strains of trying to work out the online schooling and, oh, hello. And we managed to work through it. My youngest daughter, who is 7, she was getting so upset and stressed by it that she started to cry. So immediately we turned that off and we started to do some breathing together. And then we found a little bit of yoga online for children, which took our minds out of where we were, which was in the lower frame of stress, and immediately took us up to a better frame of mind. What I'm going to say is a few lines from a song that I wrote a few years ago. And it's about keeping yourself in your own business, not worrying about what others are doing. You do your thing, I'll do mine. Life is changing in the nick of time. You do your thing, baby, I'll take care of my life. Keep your nose out of my business, alright. If you sit around, nothing will change for you. Get up off your and make it better if you want to. Just a few words of advice from me there today. I'm not sure how everyone else is finding it. This is my first full week of lockdown. Seems like people's nerves are fraying a little bit. But we're all in this same boat together. It's not 2 of us up the front end and 2 down the back end, and the bottom ones are sinking, and the ones at the top are floating. We're all finding our ways to get through. We're all finding new ways of being, new ways of living, new ways of shopping, new ways of speaking to each other. There's a lot of people taking up Zoom conference calls, which I might do at a later time, but it's something for the children as much as it is the adults. It's a way of staying together, staying united. I'm not just talking here in the UK, I'm talking globally. It's something that we can all do to pull together. And although the situation perhaps over in China is improving, that the virus is on its way out there, it seems like Europe and the UK especially, I think things are only just really starting to take off here. It's only just begun. Watch this space. I'm sure things are going to get a lot more frayed, but this is the time. Instead of following the masses and becoming more and more stressed, what you need to do is turn yourself inwards, find that space of peace, because the chaos is outside and it all becomes down to your perspective. And well, I'm quite enjoying my perspective in this sunshine at the moment. It's not Costa del Sol, but it's Costa del Horsham, and that'll do for now. Who knows what's coming in the next weeks and months ahead. Yesterday I found out that my dad and many other people in the UK need to stay indoors for the next 12 weeks minimum, 3 months. That is due to his ill health, having suffered with leukemia, having only got 1 kidney that works, and being over the age of 70. He needs to keep himself on lockdown, and I'm sure there's many of you others that also need to do the same. So this is the time when we need to connect through the technology, be it on a Zoom call. Some friends of Stuart's and mine that we made when we went to Venice at Christmas, they discovered Facebook Live dining meetings, and that's a new way of connecting together. Instead of getting together in physicality, which we're not supposed to be doing at this time, what you can do is have a Facebook Live dinner party. So there's ways and means around all of this. You mustn't feel like you're on your own ever. Please don't, because the feeling of loneliness was affecting a lot of people's mental health, and mental health is a very serious issue at the best of times. Never mind when things are on lockdown. So please, keep in contact with each other. It's more important than ever at the moment. And although you might feel on your own, you really aren't ever on your own, because you'll never walk alone. And now is certainly not the time to walk 500 miles unless you've got a real good reason. But something I did notice as well is that, there's people worrying about their situations at home, people worrying about how they're going to get through, getting their next bit of food or shopping. But spare a thought for those that are homeless, because, the community centres that were open and giving them a hot meal and somewhere to sleep, for the social distancing, they are now having to shut. So there's people out there on the streets that have got a much worse situation. My heart and my love goes out to them at the moment, because I wish there was more we could do. And I'm sure as time passes, we'll find a way of helping these people. But no matter how you feel, I'm sure there's someone out there in a far worse situation. Our grandparents went to war and were on the front line. Now they seem to be on the back of the line when it comes to being able to shop and get the supplies that they need. So now more than ever, we need to pull together. Come on, let's get together. Let's work this one out, because we can do this. It's not as hard as you think. And communication, talking, that's the policy for me right now. Speak to each other, because no matter what you're going through, there's someone else that can give you another perspective. All else fails, go down the pub. Oh no, hang on a minute, you can't do that. We're not allowed to do that. No, well, perhaps you can, if you're in the UK, you can take yourself for a walk round the block. Other countries, you're not even able to do that. So there's always music. Music unites us. It will bring us together as united souls. And believe you me, I will do anything and everything I can to get us together as united souls. So for now, I'm going to say adios, or, as I like saying, see you later, also later, in a while, carnaval. Please remember to like, subscribe and share. And also, I'd like to hear, before I sign out, what it might be that you are grateful for, or what it is that you're stressing about. Because again, a problem shared is a problem halved. So let's start sharing and halving our stresses and our worries. Peace out. BBFeenix, healer, singer, speaker, lover, and not a fighter. Take care. I love you all. Remember to do that breathing. Remember to keep on communicating. And we've got this. We've got this good.